welcome back to another spiritual message. And today's message for you is that you are stepping into a time when you just don't care. And what I mean by that is that you're so relaxed into being who you are and having the life that you have with the limitations, abilities, and also gifts that you have, that you're really not interested in impressing others and achieving certain, goals, and also like performing in a way. You've gotten to a point where you have lived so much and you have struggled so much with so many things that now you just accept things the way that they are. Now you've gotten to a point where it doesn't matter how things are in your life, you will accept them. And you will, when you experience fatigue, for example, you will rest instead of pushing yourself. So there is this matching between what you feel and the frequency of the moment that you are in right now and how you act and what actions you take. And I want to see more about this message for you today, because I've been hearing this really strongly. 222 can be an important number for you. Also 55 can be an important number for you. And it's almost as if I'm picking up on this energy where you have gotten to a point where you're just so exhausted from having to do things that now you just do whatever it's possible for you in this moment. Let's see more about this message for my collective street guides. Help me guide this message for my collective. Yes, we have the King of Wands and the Tower. So yes, you have been in this role of completely changing and shifting. Tower moment is this card of like complete, like just sudden change, all of the sudden. And this is a change that has happened for you. This connection from performance is something that has happened to you gradually over time. The King of Wands is somebody who is very, aware of their energy. They're very, aware of their limits. They lead through the capacity of understanding how their body and their energy works and the body and energy of other people work. And so they're able to direct different people who have all of them different qualities. King of Wands is able to direct those people in such a way that is appropriate for their energy levels. Okay, so what I'm picking up on this part of the cards is that you have taken your time to get to know your energy. You have experienced a lot of different environments. You have experienced with a lot of different jobs, relationships, partnerships, friendships. And you have gotten to know which ones are the ones that are draining for you and which ones are the ones that are, give you energy and make you feel more empowered. And because you've been able to do that, you have now got to this point where you can recognize, yes, okay, this is not for me, or I would rather stay in bed and drink coffee instead of wake up extra early to get ready. It's almost like this energy of whatever I can do in this moment and it's possible, I can do, but all else is just not possible for me right now. And it's almost like getting out of this hustle culture, getting out of this expectation that society has for you to do things in a certain way and a certain sequence and with a certain intensity. It's bringing back the power to yourself versus always constantly doing things from what other people would expect you to do. And in these two cards, you can see that the King of Wands is wearing a crown, and then on the Tower, the crown is almost being projected outwards. It's exactly what I'm talking about when I say that there is like this power rearrangement in your life. Like the power is no longer in others and it is in you. Yes, the color blue can be also important. Blue is associated to the throat chakra, to self-expression, so you can feel like your ability to express what you feel is, going through changes as well. We have another king, we have the King of Pentacles, and let's see, the Fool. This is very interesting because both of these cards have a yellow background. And yellow is also a color that is associated with a lot of joy and change and, soul energy, like your energy from deep within. We have the King of Pentacles and the Fool. Yes, you have got so much abundance, but it's not like physical abundance. Maybe you have also acquired a lot of money, or you will in the future. Yes, I'm picking up that this ability for you to understand and prioritize and manage your energy levels is almost making you attract more abundance in your life, because you're able to do things within your limits. And then by doing those things, when you do them within your limits, that's when you get the most amount of energy attracted to you, the most positive energy attracted to you, and also when you're able to create more wealth and create from, something authentic, something that is authentic to you. And authenticity always brings you abundance. And so this is when you are going to attract a lot of abundance, is when you actually are able to play into this feeling that you have right now of just doing things within your reach, just grabbing the things that are within your reach, not trying to invent. You're not going to try to make things up, make things appear out of thin air. The focus here is not so much on manifestation and daydreaming and trying to force things into your reality. The focus here is being yourself, doing things that are within your reach, and by that attracting things into your realm and creating an abundance that is so true to you that nobody can take away from you. Because if you succeed by forcing things, you will always have to force things in order to keep succeeding. Think about the celebrities who are so unhappy in their lives and they, take drugs and are in situations in relationships with people that are just so toxic and, end up cheating on their partners and have this whole chaotic, life. This is because they've gotten to the point of being really famous and being a celebrity through pushing themselves, through doing things that are unethical, through doing things that are not true to their character, just in order to get the success that they believe that they deserve. And in a way, they force themselves to bloom before their timing. And what you are not doing here is blooming before your timing. You are sticking to your current resources and you're taking your time to bloom, to flourish, to attract into your aura all of the things. And this is what creates the King of Pentacles energy, is this energy of, yes, you work hard for what you get and for all of the kingdom that you build. That is true. Nobody can take that away from you. But also, you're not somebody who is going to get out of their way, crush people around them, be so greedy, do things that are unethical in order to get them. And staying in your character, staying in your almost like ethics, keeping the ethics clean is what I'm hearing. This is what is making, is going to make a huge difference. It's going to make you have an incredible amount of abundance. And this is definitely confirmation with also the Fool after here that you are on the right path. because the Fool represents the beginning of a journey of something that is unknown, and not everybody is on this path that you are beginning right now. This path of doing only things that are within your reach and not forcing yourself. This is the path less traveled. I would say that you definitely know just one person or no one in your life who is going through the same path. Everybody else is in a whole different reality. And so you are starting a journey on the path less traveled, on the path where not everybody is going to be able to even recognize that they need to begin. You know, they don't even see that path opening up in front of them. But you, collective, you do. Let's see, what else can I tell my collective about this energetic situation that they're in? The Strength. Wow. I always get so surprised because the cards are just so perfect. Another card with a yellow background. You know, everything in tarot is really intentional. Yellow is also the color of true soul expression. The Sun, right? The ego is a card of, represents your, it's almost like your true essence, right? Your raw self. The interpretation here is really that you're stepping into your self-empowerment. And we have the Strength in the Six of Cups. Wait, they're like stuck here. Okay, the Strength in the Six of Cups. Yes, you are stepping into your own power. You're stepping into the ability to conquer your fears, and more than your fears, this hunger within you, because we all have this hunger and it's in different levels, right? Some of us have it more than others, but we all have as humans this hunger about achievement, about doing things, about striving, going forward. And you are really learning to conquer that and learning to tame it down and use it when it's necessary, this action taking ability, but also retract when it's not necessary and when you recognize that you need rest. And specifically, I can hear like not do this elaborate daily routine, that have this extremely complex business plan, have this like 10 steps nighttime routine, right? You are saving your energy for things that actually matter in your life because you have so much going on. And being able to not judge yourself and not place yourself in this too high of a standard for what you're capable of doing right now, and then destroying yourself over the fact that you're not able to deliver. Because our energy is limited, and it's normal that you will not be able to, you know, take care of 5 kids, have a full-time job, have 10-step morning and night routines, and have a business on the side. It's also possible, but it's normal for you to struggle sometimes with that. And this is the point where you conquer this need to be always performing. This is also with the Six of Cups here, it's like giving yourself grace, giving yourself love, giving yourself nurturance, instead of tearing yourself down, instead of making yourself feel bad for not doing something. Let's see any last messages for my collective about this beautiful time that they're in. Spirit guides, any last messages? We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. This is so soulful and so soulfully aligned. Like it's something that your soul came into this earth to do, to not be so constrained by society and do things in a specific way, you know. Let's see any last messages. And Knight of Wands. There is a exploration process going on. There is an exploration process going on, and there's also a message from deep within going on in these two cards. And what I'm really hearing by looking at the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands is your capacity to create, your capacity to feel emotionally fulfilled is what is most important for you right now. You're no longer interested in achieving, striving. That is also good, and you also want that in your life. And you will achieve that. Make no mistake, you will achieve all of the things in terms of success that you are striving forwards to. However, now the focus has shifted into exploration. How can I be more mindful in the moment? And if you haven't made that shift, this is a little nudge towards you doing so. How can I make this shift to feel like I enjoy the moment, like I enjoy what I'm doing? The focus is enjoying what you're doing, feeling good in what you're doing, and finding a purpose, a job, something creative that you can do, an outlet that makes you feel like you're in your purpose, like you step into your purpose, and that above all of the success that you're going to achieve through making that creative expression, above all of that, what is important for you is, yes, do I enjoy this? Do I enjoy this? Does this feel good for me? Do I wake up in the morning and feel excited to get done all the things that I need to get done in the day? And or is this something that I'm doing purely for performance, right? So yes, that is your reading for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.